making?
Yeah, absolutely. So there aren't a lot of these, small mills any longer. Most of the corn is milled in these large plants, but these small grist mills are coming back.
Yeah.
And freshly milled corn tastes completely different from the stuff that is macro processed.
Yeah.
And yes, the couple that runs this, and they restored it. So it was this 19th century mill on a Missouri, spring, and their
great.
cornmeal is awesome. And they do so it's real stone ground grits. So when you see that on the packaging, it's very different from these just kind of mechanically milled grits or whatever. So always go for the stone ground because the texture has a lot of variation. So it's not uniform. And so it ends up it's delicious.
It was really
You
good.
have so many hidden gems in Missouri, aren't
Cat-
there?
There is so much going on.
Cat Neville, Feast Magazine. Let's get to 2 restaurants today.
Okay. I have 2 very cool collaborations that are going on. Collaboration really is something of a buzzword in not just the culinary industry, but in the startup industry. And so there are 2 food-related collabs that I thought we could talk about today, and they're both really very new. The first one that I'd like to mention is Gaslight STL and Cha Cha Chow have teamed up on the Edge of the Hill neighborhood, and it's at 4916 Shaw. Right. And so Gaslight STL, it's by the folks who brought you the Amsterdam Tavern, and I think also the Dam, the hamburger place. And what they've done is it's a lounge and has a terrific bar area. But what's really unique about it is that they have a music studio. So it's not just a place where they bring in bands, but they have a live recording studio that is booked by musicians, and it's glassed off. And so people can stand in there and they'll record whatever it is, and the sound of their live session comes out into the lounge area. It's really a cool kind of mashing up of, because you never get behind the scenes to see what's happening when musicians are actually in a recording session, so it was it's really neat. And so they have a really nice cocktail list, terrific stuff. The bartender is extremely knowledgeable and it's very casual. The atmosphere is great. And so on the food side, Cha Cha Chow, if you've never seen the Cha Cha Chow truck trolling the streets of St. Louis, they were one of the very first trucks on the street. And so this is a walk-up food counter. So when you walk in the door, the bar is off to the right and the food is off to the left. And so if you go to the left, you can put your order in, and they'll text you whenever your order is ready to be picked up, and you just carry it into the bar. And they have awesome tacos. Fish tacos are my favorite. They also have vegan, vegetarian, sweet potato tacos, chicken, beef. And then they also, which I thought was great to see on the menu, they have pupusas, which
What is that?
Well, exactly. That's why I brought it up. Because when we were in, and their menu's teeny tiny. I mean, it's tacos and pupusas, chips and salsa. But pupusas, when we were in El Salvador, this is like a national dish essentially in El Salvador. And it's this fresh corn masa that is patted into like a tortilla shape, and then you fill it with cheese and or pork, and then you griddle it. It's delicious. Pupusas. And so you can get them there, and it's served with salsa and some pickled cabbage. And so, so Cha Cha Chow and Gaslight STL.
Okay, that 4916 Shaw, right there where Kings Highway and Shaw come together.
Right where all that bridge construction's happening.
Right.
It's almost exactly right when you turn right from Kings Highway onto Shaw.
That's the O'Connell's corner, too, right across the street.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, what else? What's number 2?
All right, number 2, beer and sandwiches. I mean, what else do you need to know? Right. So Craft Beer Cellar, which is in Clayton at 8113 Maryland Avenue, has teamed up. So it's 2 brothers that run Craft Beer Cellars. And full disclosure, they report on beer for Feast. So just want to let you guys know that. But they have, if you're interested in beer, Craft Beer Cellars is a great place to go and experiment and taste and really kind of nerd out on what the craft beer industry is and can be. And essentially, they've never, what store serves food, like none. But they, they do have beer that you can come in and taste and drink, when you're there. And so what they've done is they've paired up with Salume Badoo.
Love them.
I know. And Salume Badoo is located at 3467 Hampton in the Lindenwood Park neighborhood. And so what is happening is now, for the first time ever, outside of Salume Badoo itself, you can get their sandwiches at Craft Beer Cellar.
Love that.
I know. So they're starting off with 2 sandwiches. One is a Italian style salami sandwich, and the other is the muffaletta.
I love
With like the
muffalettas.
olive, me too. With like the olive relish, love that stuff. And so they're starting out with these 2 sandwiches, and when you go in, you can get the sandwich, get your beer, and they'll kind of pair the beers with the sandwiches. And it's like, beer is meant to go with food, not just to be consumed on its own. And so it just kind of enhances the entire experience of being able to explore craft beer. And so this is where they're starting. It launches, I think, today. It's brand new.
Beautiful.
And it will actually, they'll be expanding their sandwich selection as they kind of get their feet under them with offering the stuff. So really fun collaborations.
8113 Maryland. That's I almost call like the Miracle Mile of Maryland. There's all those little boutiques there. That Bird is there. Yeah. So that's also
It's actually,
Look at you.
right there. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, I've been to Bird. I bought a few things at Bird.
you have?
Really?
Yeah.
There are so many things about McGraw that we learn just by
every
chit-chatting.
day.
Margot owned it. Karen Carroll's daughter owned that.
Okay.
Legendary media mogul Karen Carroll, who brought me to St. Louis, her daughter owned Bird.
Okay.
So there
Awesome.
you go. Yeah.
It's which is a consignment boutique.
Yeah.
And they sell upscale designer
Yes.
stuff. So if you want Chanel and
That's where I got my Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. That was a bridge too far. Okay. Feastmagazine.com. Feastmagazine.com. The Feast TV show starts.
It starts this Saturday and also on Sunday on Channel 9, and it will
Beautiful.
air every week, and it's our Asian episode, and so
Yes.
we're exploring dim sum, Korean cuisine,
Beautiful.
ramen, and I show you how to make a fresh green Thai-style curry from scratch.
There you
At
go.
what time?
It is on at 12. Oh, God, I knew you were going to ask me that. I should know that.
No, they should put it in the woodworking block.
It's, oh, wait, hold on. I tweeted it out yesterday.
What is wrong with Channel 9?
There's absolutely nothing. Okay, so it is on at 6:30, and then in Kansas City, it also is going to be airing. So it's Saturday and Sunday on the 9 Network. And so, yes, please tune in.
Okay.
Kat Neville, Feast Magazine.
Thank you.
The Bridges of